Hands up, shawty when you party with me, we going way back, score to 3. I said hands up, I'm good in the VIP. I got my
You called this shit. Pimps, what did I say? What did I say? Don't remember? Take a peek. When your studio collapses, make sure you take this franchise into the grave with you so I don't have to come back and do this shit again. That's what I said. The other day, for whatever reason, I was looking at GameStop's website when I came across Saints Row with a 3.8 rating and a GI must-play recommendation. Nah. GI, go home and play Saints Row 2. Sit down. Looks like I have to re-educate some motherfuckers. This Saints Row reboot is just the way I left it, despite all your patches, all your DLC, and all your company collapsing. It's still a steaming pile of dog shit, and it doesn't matter how much content you add or remove. This game didn't need patches, it needed a goddamn exorcism. This is the Devil's Cartel of the Saints Row franchise, where they took every last bit of soul and they fucking sucked it out, all while they were saying, "We're not backing down from this." That's right, you didn't back down. You fucking fell down a flight of stairs and broke your neck at the bottom, bitch. So now let's dive deep into this wonderful trove of DLC, and I've already beaten it. If you thought that the Forspoken DLC was short but devastating, then consider this the Nagasaki squeakquel. The DLC starts with me placing all my backup saves into my Saints Row directory because they forgot to put all the save files in a place where they wouldn't get fucking toasted upon uninstalling. Then I followed that up by checking if one of the 200 improvements that they went very hard on included me being able to kill the clerk as I could in the first 4 games. The answer being, hell no, you can't even knock this motherfucker over. He's invincible, but you can kill your frames. Now, all joking matters aside, the Hemorrhoid and Hemorrhage DLC actually kicks off by sending you on a run-of-the-mill shoot fest at the gun range, where you get to see the significant changes they made to the combat, like how the AI underwent a significant second lobotomy that keeps them from being able to do anything remotely threatening, or AIs that significantly fuck off in the background while you do your 20-second takedowns.
What are you doing?
Me? Just hanging around.
Or the significant cooldown timers for your takedowns instead of being unlimited, or the significant lack of any cover system, or the significant lack of meat shielding, or the significant reliance on the skill wheel to provide any variety in absence of mechanics that we've had in gaming for over a decade. Overwhelming, I know. Which is why the developers decided to give you a little break from all the significant action in the next mission, where you don't get to fire a single weapon. No, instead they take a third of their DLC, which is a whopping 10 minutes, to do a trailing and picture-taking mission. Well, I guess you get to do a little stealth, but here's what that looks like.
Can't let them see you either. 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 Can't let them see you either.
Now that's some real Mission Impossible type shit right there. It was a great movie, by the way, a proper big-budget flick. Tremendous, in fact. You know what? I think I'm gonna go see it again. So let's speedrun the rest of this shit, shall we? A stalking and picture-taking mission being a third of your DLC? Shit, I can do that for free. And now, after all that setup, no, you didn't miss anything. I explained all the missions. Yes, we're about 15 minutes in. It's time for the big heist, the big finale. But unfortunately, of course, this is the Saints Row reboot. There is no big heist, nor any big budgets. Instead, it includes 15 minutes of this game's fantastic stealth mechanics. Then you commit petty theft, engage in some fantastic combat, helicopter out of there, hook the getaway car, scrape the car off 4,000 meters away from the drop point, and the game counts it as a job well done. The end. This DLC was 25 minutes, and yet it shaved 1 year off my lifespan. If it was any more generic, the FTC would make them put the great value sticker on it. But with that being said, my favorite part of this cut content is where they forced everybody in the crew to talk like regular human beings, likely because the developers cut content out of the cut content to ensure no one said anything cringeworthy. Don't think it's possible? They already did it, pimp! They Tiananmen squared the shit out of all these lines already so that the average buyer would never know of this game's pure cringe. Now they're just gonna know the half of it.
I never miss nacho night. I'm in line for nachos right now. I really wanted those nachos. Damn nachos. That should do it.
Thank God
How
it's
about those nachos?
fuck. Anyways, the next DLC is Professor Genki's super ethical reality climax, except worse in every fucking way possible. You know why Professor Genki's super ethical reality climax works and this doesn't, because in order to have a good horde shooter game mode, your shooting has to be good in the first fucking place, and in the Saints Row Reboot's case, it's far from it. I'll put it this way, the trailer for Professor Genki's Super Ethical Reality Climax is more fun than this entire DLC, and of course that one Saints Row 2 trailer clears all of it. And on one more note, I saw in the description that they said that they were adding new districts in these DLCs, and at first I thought they were lying, kinda like how they lied about adding new enemies, but as it would turn out, they weren't. It just looks like every other piss-filtered part of Albuquerque, fucking New Mexico, so I never realized I was in it. In conclusion, this DLC is so bland it should be served in school lunches. Post Michelle Obama. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go! Hang on, this third DLC is gonna be a LARPing DLC? Oh, hell no! I'm not coming back to this dump. I ain't into that furry bullshit! Major thanks to the flock of pimps, and another huge thanks to the pimperers for putting all this coffee into my veins so that I can endure this atrocity. Alright, bye, pimps.